Well, the first of a busy day of engagements for Ukraine's president here at Áras an Uachtaráin, being welcomed by President Catherine Connolly on a courtesy call. It is, in fact, the first major diplomatic appointment for President Connolly since she was elected. You'll remember during the election campaign, she repeatedly condemned Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine, but she also faced questions as to whether or not she clapped for Vladimir Zelensky when he addressed the Oireachtas by video link back in 2022. Video footage showed that she in fact did, but she also more pertinently voiced concern time and time again about what she characterised as the remilitarisation of Europe, the spending by countries like Germany and France on arms, of course, at the time in the context of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and perhaps a concern at European level that European security will be left to the Europeans with the US stepping back. And no evidence of any frostiness here, bar the weather this morning, though. You would forgive Vladimir Zelensky for having his mind entirely elsewhere, namely on Moscow, that meeting between the US envoy Steve Witkoff, Donald Trump's chief deal maker, and officials in the Kremlin. The big concern there is what the US administration is likely to propose alongside Russian officials as the price for peace, as the path to peace in Ukraine. Ireland is no stranger to major international visits, but very, very rarely do they come at a time of such focus and such international concern. The eyes of the world are on the Ukrainian situation at this moment in time. This is a week of whistle-stop diplomacy. That meeting in Moscow, perhaps the most crucial meeting of the week, but the eyes of the world will be very much on Dublin too, to see what President Zelensky says in response to what is happening in Moscow today. Very much a concern in Ukraine and across Europe about what might come out of this, and Ireland very much in the thick of it.